Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the First Unitarian Congregation of Ottawa. My name is Lisa Sharp, and I am the president of the FirstU Board of Directors. Information about FirstU is normally available at the welcome table at the back of the sanctuary. However, while the FirstU building is closed because of COVID-19, you can find information about our congregation on our website, firstunitarianottawa.ca. Or you can contact us by email at welcome@firstunitarianottawa.ca. As well, we usually have a hospitality hour after our service. But during the pandemic, we have been holding a virtual get-together on Zoom. Usually it's at 11:30 a.m. on Sundays. If you'd like to join us for the virtual hospitality hour, please see our website for information. Whatever your heritage, whatever your faith, whomever you love, and however you identify, today you are part of our spiritual community. Welcome. We hope you come back soon.
Good morning, everyone. My name is John, and I'm delighted to be your worship associate this morning. Even though our doors have been closed since March, our congregation has remained connected and active. We continue to be a vibrant congregation with open minds, spirits, and hearts. I hope this moment finds you well. This morning, I welcome you into all of today's worship participants' homes. Thank you for welcoming us into your home. Although we find ourselves in separate places, here we are together online, listening, connecting, and soon singing. Some announcements. In these times, staff are working remotely and are monitoring emails during usual working hours. Phone calls will be checked less regularly, so please do email the staff for a quicker response. As mentioned, it is more important than ever to sign up to receive the EUU, our weekly email newsletter. Check our Facebook page and our webpage for notices and updates. Our online calendar is as full as ever. Do look to this week's EUU and website for a variety of announcements, including trivia nights, discussion circles, meditation, chalice groups, climate action, book club, Sunday morning forums, how to get involved with the annual pledge drive, and the virtual Halloween check-ins for the children. Also in the EUU is mention and the link for the virtual interfaith prayer service happening later today, sponsored by the Capital Region Interfaith Council. Reverend Linda Goodenwardine and Reverend Pat are our representatives on CRIC. Today we have a guest speaker. German Chique-Alfonzo will be speaking to us about the latest research regarding dementia prevention and supports during COVID for those with dementia and those who are in their circle of support. German is the Education and Program Coordinator for the Dementia Society of Ottawa and Renfrew County. After completing his degree in Biochemistry at the University of Ottawa and completed his MD and residency in Neurology in Venezuela, where he grew up. Passionate about helping people with neurological conditions and teaching about the brain, German has been an active speaker and coordinator for Dementia Basics, a series of lectures about dementia in Ottawa facilitated by physicians and researchers from Bruyère Hospital and the Dementia Society. Welcome, German. We look forward to hearing from you in a bit and meeting you during hospitality hour today at 11:30 a.m.
Kuja, hebu kuimba, kuimba, 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 kuja, hebu kuimba, kuimba. Hebu muziki kwa uongozo wetu, 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 hebu kuja. Hey bukuimba, kuimba, kuja. Hey bukuimba, kuimba, kuja. Hey bukuimba, kuimba, kuja. Hey bukuimba, kuimba, kuja. Hey bukuimba, kuimba,
Before we light the chalice and prepare to consider dementia this morning, I read Wendell Berry's poem, Closing the Circle. Within the circle of our lives, we dance the circle of the years, the circles of the seasons, within the circles of the years, the cycles of the moon, within the circles of the season, the circles of our reasons, within the cycles of the moon. Again, again we come and go, changed, changing, hands join, unjoin in love and fear, grief and joy. The circles turn, each giving into each, into all. And then we turn aside, alone, out of the sunlight, into the darker circles of return.
Hi everyone, hope everyone is doing well on this Sunday. The book I'm reading to you today is titled The Remember Balloons. It's a very beautiful story. I hope you enjoy it. I have lots and lots of balloons, way more than my little brother. This one is my favorite, I tell him, pointing to the balloon filled with my last birthday party. When I look at it, I can see the pony again. I can still taste the chocolate frosting. Mom and Dad have more balloons than I do. Grandpa has lived so long, he has more balloons than all of us put together. And the stories he has inside of those balloons, they're better than the ponies and chocolate frosting. What's in your yellow balloon? I ask him. Grandpa's eyes light up. We had just come back from picking blackberries along the muddy banks of the creek. Our berry-splattered faces gave Aunt Nellie's cow such a fright she didn't make milk for days. What about the blue one, Grandpa? That's the time I lost my favorite dog, Jack, Grandpa chuckled. I found him chasing butterflies next to the schoolhouse. Only Jack could get me to school on a Saturday. And that one, I point to a purple balloon above his head. Grandpa looks up and smiles, his face alive with remembering. That's the day I married your grandma in the little church on Cedar Lane. We danced that night under the stars, and oh, how I loved her. I don't have to ask him about the silver balloon, because I have that one too. That was the day we stood on the dock till the sun went down, feeling tug after tug on our lines. Grandpa and I must have caught 1,000 fish. Grandpa ruffles my hair like he always does. That's one of my favorite balloons. Mine too, I say. But Grandpa has been having problems with his balloons lately. One will get caught in a tree, and he will tell me the same story over and over. Let me tell you about the Christmas I went to Aunt Nellie's farm, Grandpa says, even though he just finished telling me about it. Other times, a balloon will float right out of his hand, and he won't even know it. It's okay, Grandpa, I yell as I run after it. Every time I almost reach it, but it always slips away. Something is wrong with Grandpa, I tell my parents. He can't hold on to his balloons anymore. Mum looks at me with sad eyes. That's what happens sometimes when people grow old. Grandpa's balloons start floating away faster and faster, running down streets and up hills. The balloons grow smaller. He finally loses the silver one. I watch it float away until I can't see it anymore. Why did you let it go? I yell. That was our balloon. Then I sit on the sidewalk and cry. I feel Grandpa pat me on my back, but he doesn't ruffle my hair like he always did. Why are you crying, child? There is nothing to cry about. One day I go to see him, and all of his balloons are gone. Grandpa, I say, but he doesn't look at me. It will be okay, Dad says. Look up. I have new balloons now. A yellow one filled with blackberries and a cow. A blue one filled with Grandpa's favorite day. A purple one filled with a wedding day. So I climb into Grandpa's lap and begin to tell him all about my new balloons. I hope you enjoyed that story. Again, it's titled The Remember Balloons. Wishing everyone a lovely Sunday.
Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the wood. Sweet the rains will fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung completeness where God's feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light Eden saw play. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's recreation of the new day.
Good morning. My name is Reverend Ellen Bell. I am the spiritual care visitor for First Unitarian and also a community minister associated with this congregation. This is the time when we can send our earnest hopes or wishes, which some people call prayers, to the people who we care about. I invite you to think about your relationship with this community and how it can support you in the good times and the not so good. Think about your hopes and your hurts and how sharing them with like-minded people can make you feel. In this COVID times, of course, things are very different and it's not as easy to connect with people in the congregation. And I'm hoping that many of you are making as many connections as possible virtually, if not in person. Let us also lift up those who are persecuted for their beliefs, those who have experienced the pain of bigotry and the ravages of war, those whose lives and livelihoods have been uprooted by violent weather, those who are homeless and starving while we live in relative abundance, and those who are lonely and in the need of the company of friends, those who are imprisoned, those who mourn and are in need of comfort, those who are victims of violence. And at this time, may we also keep in mind those people whose lives have been very badly disrupted by COVID-19. That some people have lost their jobs or have had their jobs reduced and so are living with some difficult times. We keep all these people in our hearts as well. Now is the time when we are going to send our thoughts towards people who have joys or concerns that they wish to share with the rest of the congregation. We are wishing Kay Walker well. We are congratulating Marianne Dawes on the occasion of her 95th birthday. Our board president, Lisa's father, has been in the hospital after a series of small strokes. We are thinking of Lisa's family. We are also thinking of the Mi'kmaq people in Nova Scotia and their ongoing concerns over the lobster fishery. Let us hope that this situation gets sorted out peacefully. And we are also having in our thoughts the family and friends of Abdir Rahman Abdi, whose court case was finalized this week to the dismay of some people. Let us hope that they find peace and that the community learns to understand each other better. Now I will put a final stone in for all those joys and concerns that are kept deep in our hearts, and wishing everybody well with these things that they are thinking of. We will now take a moment of silence together.
Forgetfulness, a poem by Billy Collins. The name of the author is the first to go, followed obediently by the title, the plot, the heartbreaking conclusion, the entire novel, which suddenly becomes one you have never read, never even heard of. As if, one by one, the memories you used to harbor decided to retire to the southern hemisphere of the brain to a little fishing village where there are no phones. Long ago, you kissed the names of the 9 muses goodbye and watched the quadratic equation pack its bags, and even now, as you memorize the order of the planets, something else is slipping away. A state of flower, perhaps, the address of an uncle, the capital of Paraguay. Whatever it is you are struggling to remember, it is not poised on the tip of your tongue, or even lurking in some obscure corner of your spleen. It has floated away down a dark mythological river whose name begins with an L as far as you can recall, well on your own way to oblivion where you will join those who have even forgotten how to swim and how to ride a bicycle. No wonder you rise in the middle of the night to look up the date of a famous battle in a book on war. No wonder the moon in the window seems to have drifted out of a love poem that you used to know by heart.
Welcome to Mind Your Brain Health presentation hosted by the Dementia Society of Ottawa and Renfrew County and Ottawa Public Health. My name is Chique-Alfonzo and I'm the Education and Program Coordinator for the Dementia Society. I'm delighted to be here today and thank you to the First Unitarian Congregation of Ottawa for inviting me to be your speaker and host. Thank you for watching this video, and hopefully this information will be really useful and you can start being brain healthy. The first question is why we should talk about our brain health today. So our brain does an important and complex work. It's the CEO of the body, it's the headquarters, it's the manager. So we need to take care of our brain as the rest of the body. And now we have more evidence that we can do things to improve our brain health and prevent dementia. Just recently, the Lancet Commission on Prevention and Care, Dementia Prevention and Care, published a paper that tells that targeting 12 modifiable risk factors during life, we can prevent dementia and delay dementia up to 40%. So we can do things to improve our brain health. There's not an age to become brain healthy. There's not an age to start being brain healthy. We can start right now. Today we're going to be talking about brain healthy choices. So I'm going to introduce you to 8 brain healthy choices that you can start following today. Then we're going to move into aging brain, and finally we're going to talk about dementia, Alzheimer's disease, and at the very end of the presentation I will introduce you to some virtual programs that we offer, the Dementia Society of Ottawa and Renfrew County, and how you can stay connected with us, and how you can break isolation. First of all, as I mentioned, we're going to start with brain healthy choices. We have 8 brain healthy choices that I'm going to be introducing to you. So number 1, care for your heart. Number 2, be active. Number 3, eat healthy. Number 4, be social. Number 5, challenge your brain. Number 6, protect your head. Number 7, sleep well. And number 8, care for your mental health. So these are 8 brain healthy choices that you can start following and become brain healthy and prevent dementia. Number 1, care for your heart. What is good for the heart is good for the brain. If we take care of the heart, is the organ that will pump all this blood to the brain and the oxygen to the brain. So taking care of the heart is beneficial for the brain. We can start having regular health checks. Know your numbers, blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, weight. Take care of your blood pressure. Quit smoking and limit alcohol intake. Number 1, care for your heart. What is good for the heart is good for the brain. Number 2, be active. Exercise. Research shows that exercising is beneficial for the brain as well. When we exercise, our heart beats harder and stronger. Our blood flow increases too to the brain. So aim at least 30 minutes most of the day move more and sit less, and move through your abilities. Talk to your doctor if you're joining a new program, exercise program, and is that the right exercise program for you? But most importantly, stay active, be active, and aim 30 minutes most days. Number 2, be active and start preventing dementia. Number 3, eat healthy. Follow Canada's food guide. Have plenty of vegetables and fruits. Make water your drink of choice. In terms of proteins, it's important to eat fish, omega-3, and less red meat and fatty acids. The best healthy or the healthier diet to prevent dementia seems to be Mediterranean diet. It's high in omega-3, high in fish and vegetables and fruits and olive oil. So number 3, eat healthy. Follow Canada's food guide. Number 4, be social. It's very important for the brain to be social. We need to be connected. I know it's a challenge these days, but stay connected with others. Join a club. Catch up with your friends, family, neighbors. Call your neighbor. Join any church activity that they offer online. Or you can also volunteer for the community. These days, it's very challenging to stay social. But physical distancing doesn't mean to be isolated. You can stay connected with others. These days, we have a lot of online programs offered by the Dementia Society, so you can stay connected and break isolation. So number 4, be social. For the brain, it's very important to be social and stay connected. Number 5, challenge your brain. Expose your brain to new things. Do more than one type of activity. This is something very personal. If you like to do puzzles, Sudoku, crosswords, read a book, try to learn a new language, dance, do whatever you think is good for your brain and whatever you think is very interesting for you. But most importantly, expose your brain to new things. Number 5, challenge your brain. Number 6, protect your head. Wear a helmet if you're doing any sport, like, for example, biking. Wear a seatbelt, reduce your risk of falls. Wear the proper shoes. It's very important to protect your head. These days, we now know that head trauma could be a risk factor for dementia. So protect your head. Number 6, protect your head. Number 7, sleep well. When we sleep, it seems that we're clearing up all those waste and proteins that cause dementia and Alzheimer's disease. So we need a good sleep. So aim at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every 24 hours period. Have a regular sleep routine. Try relaxation techniques. Do regular exercise, because if you exercise, your sleep will improve as well, your sleep pattern. Expose yourself to light during the day, and try to, for example, turn off your screens or your cell phone. Disconnect when you sleep. It's very important to sleep well, because when you sleep well as well, your memories are stored better. So number 7, sleep well, important for the brain. Number 8, and I know this is challenging these days, but take care of your mental health. Talk about your mental health. Build resilience. Practice all the other brain healthy choices you have, or I offer to you today. Because if you take care of your mental health, you're taking care of your brain health, and vice versa. So taking care of your mental health will be good. And taking care of your brain health will also be great for the brain. So take care of your mental health, number 8. And I know this is something challenging these days, but according to the City of Ottawa Public Health, we have a few recommendations in terms of taking care of our mental health. So you can also get this poster on the Ottawa Public Health website. So during this pandemic, the first thing recommended is to try to unplug from media and find a balance. Physical distancing does not mean being alone. So you can stay connected through technology, through virtual support, and you can stay connected, for example, with the Dementia Society. So you're not alone. You can ask for or request for help in the community. We have a lot of mental health resources these days. And we know it's not easy. We know it's okay not to be okay. And try to take care of your body. Stay active, do physical activity. You can also do mindfulness is very good for the mental health as well. So try to do something to be mindful or take care of your body as well. So number 8, take care of your mental health. It's very important these days, very important. What can I do now? So I know the brain healthy choices. Now you can make a difference. So number 1, repeat after me, take care for your heart, take care of your heart. Number 2, stay active. Number 3, eat healthy. Number 4, be social. Number 5, challenge your brain. Number 6, protect your head. Number 7, sleep well. And number 8, take care for your mental health. So these are brain healthy choices, and I recommend you to follow these choices to increase your brain health and reduce dementia. Now, where should I start? Well, start with an action plan. So try to pick a healthy choice of your choice, and start now. Make a goal, make a plan, and be realistic and specific, and start small. So pick a healthy choice every day or every week. Now, moving forward, I'll be talking about the aging brain, and we know that the brain ages like the rest of the body. We have more experience and wisdom. We can learn and adapt to new things at any age, but there's some changes in memory and concentration and thinking that we have experienced. So this is something that we know, right? Now, I'll be talking about dementia. I know you heard about this term before. So dementia is a result, is a condition. It's a consequence of different brain diseases. And mainly dementia is a group of symptoms that will affect your independence. And it's like a chronic disease. Symptoms can differ. Unfortunately, there's not a cure these days, but we know we can prevent. And not one size fits all. So everybody is different. So to explain dementia, the best way is the umbrella term. So dementia is like an umbrella, as you can see in the picture. So dementia is a consequence, the result of many conditions or brain diseases. And the most common one is under the umbrella is the Alzheimer's disease, as you can see on the slide. So Alzheimer's is mostly 80% of the cases of dementia. So it's Alzheimer's disease is the buildup of proteins like tau protein and tangles that affect the brain, and that can cause dementia. So Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause of dementia. But we also have other type of dementia like frontotemporal dementia. We have Parkinson's disease dementia, vascular dementia, which are related to stroke, dementia with Lewy body. So those are type of dementia under the umbrella. But dementia is the result of the consequence of different conditions, of different brain diseases that can affect and produce dementia. So as I mentioned, Alzheimer's is not necessarily the same as dementia. Alzheimer's disease is the accumulation of plaques and tangles, the brain condition and the brain disease where plaques and tangles produce dementia. And dementia is the group of symptoms that include memory problems, but it will take your independence away pretty much. So this is something to be something that we need to understand. So I have another thing to discuss is that dementia can affect not only your memory, as I mentioned, but also it can affect thinking, judgment, learning, speaking and listening, orientation, and understanding. So dementia can affect many cognitive domains, and it's not only about memory. But I have a good news for you, but because dementia is not normal aging. So dementia is not the same as normal aging. And this is very important. So we can start preventing and doing things to improve our brain health and prevent dementia anytime. Now, moving forward, we have 10 warning signs of dementia. So I will introduce you to the 10 warning signs. I'm going to also share with you a sheet where when you can have this for your, you can put it on your, as also as the brain healthy choices, you can have it at your fridge, for example, or you can have a copy of it. To remember 10 warning signs of dementia. So 10 warning signs of dementia. People think that dementia, it's only about memory problems, but you can also experience some other symptoms like misplacing items, challenges with performing familiar tasks, confusion about time and space, challenges with language, challenges with after thinking, loss of initiative, for example, is very common in Alzheimer's disease, and we sometimes we don't know this. Changes in judgment, changes in mood or behavior. So these 10 warning signs are possible or are could be a sign of dementia. It's not only about memory problem. Okay, so it's something. If we have these early signs addressed, and we can do a better job trying to get some help. So it's very important to tell you that 10 warning signs of dementia, and dementia is not only about memory loss. Now, if you have any thinking or memory or behavioral problem, you can talk to your doctor. So ask your doctor. Your family physician will be the first point, the first connection, your family doctor. So you can discuss if you're experiencing these warning signs. In summary, we have brain healthy choices that I just introduced you, so they can make a difference, make a plan. The brain ages like the rest of the body. Dementia is not normal part of aging, and see your doctor for changes in memory, thinking, or behavior, and please follow the brain healthy choices that I just recommended to you. Take care of your heart, stay active, eat healthy, be social, challenge your brain, protect your head, sleep well, and take care of your mental health. Now, how can you connect with the Dementia Society? So I will explain you a little bit of the Dementia Society. The Dementia Society these days is working remotely. We offer all of our services, and I'm really glad and proud to say this. We've been working so hard to get everything online for the clients. We provide education. We have support groups. We have social and recreational programs, system navigation. We have dementia care coaches. We have a lot of services provided to the community, and it's a free service. You just need to connect with us. You don't need a referral. If you have someone who is living with dementia in your family or a friend, or you're a caregiver, or you're experiencing some isolation or mental health problems, you can connect with us. We are a nonprofit organization that we also connected with many partners in the community, and we provide support and system navigation as well. So education, support groups, and social recreational programs are online and are virtual for everyone. So please connect with us. Now, if you need a dementia care coach, dementia care coaches are staff from the Dementia Society who can provide you with one-to-one support and help caregivers of person with dementia and their families by providing information, system navigation, and supporting strategies to self-management. So it's very important to connect with a dementia care coach. So this service is free, and you can connect with us. Now, We have a few programs that I'm going to tell you. We have a few virtual programs now. We have music, we have arts, we have exercise. You can register for them. They're all free, and they're in different schedules, so you can follow our website and register for our weekly roundup to get all the activities that we offer. For example, this one is a live concert that we have online, and we're going to have one every month until March. We had already one session for the whole summer, so we're now happy to say that we're going to have these sessions until March. And it's a monthly concert, so you can get free concert online. And this is the one that is coming up next week. It's October 27 at 4 p.m. It's with Chris White, and we are also partnered with Carefor. So a living room live concert series is very popular, and it's a great way if you love music. You can stay connected and watch, listen to your favorite tunes. So this is an example of music programs that we have. We have a few of them, but as I mentioned, you can connect with me or with the Dementia Society if you want to learn more. Spark or Rayon d'Art. These are very interesting programs that we have in partnership with the National Gallery of Canada. So basically, you will take a tour, a specialized tour, through an art piece from the gallery. And we have a monthly Spark or Rayon d'Art, and they're taking place next week, actually, on Wednesday, October 28th, and it's at 1 p.m. So you can register for this one in October, but you can register also for November or December. So these are free specialized tour for people with dementia, and there are pieces from the gallery, the National Gallery of Canada. We have an art class online. It's called The Masterpiece. We have also Arts in Minds online. We have two classes, different type of classes, but this one is in partnership with Carefor. It's a masterpiece, and it's taking also as an online art class offered for people with dementia and the loved one. So you can join. We have a monthly session, and they're for free. You can also get your canvas. You can get your supplies for the class, and it's pretty cool. It's very popular these days, and I really recommend you, if you like arts, please follow the art programs. Now, these days we also offering an amazing program that is offered by the Dementia Society, and it's called Take a Break, Make a Connection. So it's a virtual online sort of like respite idea for the caregiver and people with dementia. So you can stay connected, you can make a connection, so we can match you with a volunteer and with our Dementia Society staff, so you can stay connected with us and break isolation. So Take a Break, Make a Connection program is an amazing program that is starting, and we offering it in many languages as well. So we're very pleased we just launched this program a couple of weeks ago, and it's growing. So if you need to connect with someone, if you need to have a virtual friend and talk to someone, this is the right place to start with. And also, if you're a caregiver or someone with dementia who needs like sort of like a break, is a good way also to connect with us. So Take a Break, Make a Connection program. It's a very good program. Now you can stay connected with us as well. You can register to our weekly roundup as a guide for meaningful activities and brain health activities that we offer in the community. So you go to our website, it's dementiahelp.ca. I'm going to be telling you that later, the dementiahelp.ca website, but you can go to the website, and then you're going to see a weekly register to our weekly roundup, and you can get the weekly activities that we have for the week. And as well, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, so you can get on-demand videos of many things that we offer on demand as well. So you can join the Dementia Society weekly roundup or subscribe to the YouTube channel. Now, if you have also concerns about thinking, memory, behavior, you're isolated in the community, you're feeling that you need to talk to someone, you're taking care of someone with dementia, you don't need a referral. So you can reach out to the Dementia Society. We are here to help. The Dementia Society website, as I mentioned, is dementiahelp.ca. As you can see, dementiahelp.ca. The phone number, it's 613-523-4004. And the email address is info@disorg.org. So these are our contacts, so you can stay connected, connect with us. You don't need a referral. If you're also taking care of someone with dementia, we are here to help. And we provide education, support groups, and social and recreational online programs as well. If you need more information about healthy living, contact the Ottawa Public Health. I know this Ottawa Public Health website is so rich in information about mental health these days and also COVID-19 situation. So if you need to reach them out, these are the contacts. You can go to the website. They have a very, very good website, and it's always updating information. So with this, I finished my presentation today. So thank you for watching this video, Mind Your Brain Health presentation, hosted by the Dementia Society of Ottawa and Renfrew County in partnership with Ottawa Public Health. So thank you very much again to the First Unitarian Congregation of Ottawa, and thank you for watching this video. And if you have any question, I will be next Sunday to answer those questions regarding dementia. Hopefully I'll be able to help you and guide you through the whole process. Have a good day, everyone.
This is the time in our service that we usually accept the offering. You may go to our website or contact our finance manager to find out how you might keep up with your pledge or make a donation during these times. We give these gifts freely. We receive these gifts gratefully. We dedicate these gifts to the work of the congregation, serving human wholeness, caring for the planet, upholding religious freedom, welcoming the stranger, loving one another.
Good morning. My name's Doug MacDonald, and I'm here to give you a few little things about myself and why I am associated with First Unitarian and why I give it my support, especially now that we're in the middle of the pledge campaign. I've been associated with FirstU since about the mid-'80s. After quite a few years wandering in the desert after my time with the United Church of Canada, I became a member in early 2000s, and then I've been a pledge contributor since even before that. I've been involved in many activities at the church over the years, the music program especially as a member of the Fusion Choir, in workshops and study groups such as Integral Philosophy, which was a fascinating series that I took part in a few years ago, various committees and teams, especially the one I took part in to recruit our present and wonderful music director. I volunteer in the book room every year at the annual fall fair. That's a lot of fun. And most recently, I've been volunteer grocery shopping for a resident of Unitarian House during the time of the lockdown. Now, I'm lucky enough as a retired person to be able to support First Unitarian in its work serving our church, family, and the broader community, both today and into the future. If you ask what I have received from my giving to the congregation, I would say nothing. Let me explain. What I mean by nothing is no thing. Yes, our building and campus are beautiful and need some of my pledge to keep them in good repair. Our wonderful meditation garden and its ever-changing face through the seasons is another valuable asset. And the food. How could we get along without the goodies that we share at gatherings such as the post-service coffee hour? And on this point, you can understand why I'm impatient for the pandemic to end. Yes, my pledge gives me no thing. Rather, It gives me uplifting and fun music, spiritual challenges, fellowship, friendship, and the support of a warm and welcoming congregation. This support was most evident last year for me when a stream of fellow congregants visited me in hospital as I was recovering from heart surgery. That was a wonderful series of visits. So, all this to say that I encourage you to give generously to the First Unitarian Pledge campaign and get nothing, no thing in return, except a church that will lift you up and help you along life's road. Please pledge as much and as soon as you can. Your congregation and your heart will thank you.
Resilience, we are strong, shoulder to shoulder, keep moving on. Resilience, make a new plan, stand up again and say yes we can. Resilience, we are strong, shoulder to shoulder, keep moving on. Resilience, make a new plan, stand up again and say yes we can. Resilience, we are strong, shoulder to shoulder, keep moving on. Resilience, make a new plan, stand up again and say yes we can. Resilience, we are strong, shoulder to shoulder, keep moving on. Resilience, make a new plan, stand up again and say yes we can. Resilience.
Before we extinguish the chalice, I will read this Salutation to the Dawn, attributed to Kalidasa, the 4th or 5th century classic dramatist from India. Look to this day, for it is life, the very life of life. In its brief course lie all the verities and realities of our existence, the bliss of growth, the splendor of beauty. For yesterday is but a dream, and tomorrow is only a vision. But today, well spent, makes every yesterday a dream of happiness, and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well, therefore, to this day.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea. Cool Vidas quari de justiça, tenurimor, cielo pot moi, source de vie, viens vers moi, viens vers moi.